Hello. So today we are installing another outlet on this opposite kitchen wall. We're going to wire it up over the ceiling, down into our electrical system and the breaker box here. We're connecting to AC power. This outlet is a GFCI outlet, and what that means is we'll look at it here. Now this outlet is a GFCI ground fault circuit interpreter, 20 amp, 125 volt, 60 hertz. So this is made to be installed in moist or wet areas. It helps with water protection, but any outlet installed after this one is going to be protected by the outlet itself. It has a built-in safety mechanism there. So as we'll see, we can test and reset. I'm sure you're familiar with these ones in the home. Push that, push that. I've already installed our wire connectors here, and what we'll be doing is taking the wire threaded through the electrical system down and install one end into that left portal. Honestly, I don't think it matters, but I like to be neat. So the wire coming in will be there, and then second portal there into the outlet itself, and the third portal we're going to be connecting another outlet, just a cheap one, down low, because the plug-in for the fridge is low. It doesn't really extend much. So this will be going like kind of right here, something in the kitchen. What you need is the wire cutters, and these are pretty strong pliers as well. And also I have a crimp on this tool. It's been very useful so far. We're not going to use the crimp in this process, but it's useful to have. This was for making our circles. It's just a little craft tool that I've used for jewelry making. We have the wire strippers. You don't need wire strippers. I initially used a knife, a really sharp pocket knife. And we're gonna have a wall that comes up to here. So our top windows are openable, but we're also protecting the space with insulation. It's winter right now, and tell you what, there was snow on the ground this morning, but it is just cold outside. It's fall time, and today the high is like 35 or something like that, and this week it's getting down to 18 degrees throughout the week. So, and we do finally have a diesel heater installed. Thank goodness. It is working pretty well. I'm not pushing it because I want to kind of conserve energy right now, just in case my solar panels are not able to charge. So we have heat, but I want to finish wiring. I'm not working today, and I would love to be able to cross this system off my list. So here we go. We always want to give our electrical boxes a little bit of wiggle room, just in case we need to cut this a couple times. So I'm gonna give this wire a little bit of slack as I'm wiring it through the ceiling to the electrical panel. So it's coming from here. We'll be on this side of the fan. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tight. So I want to give myself enough room to kind of put it exactly where I want it to be. Since I haven't built the wall yet, which is probably like a contradiction of progression of things, but it's what I have right now and what I have to work on. So I've got to prioritize, you know what I mean? So I think I have enough slack here to really work with, and what we're going to be doing is installing 3 wires into our first slot in these wire connectors. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna slit enough room for me to really work with. I don't want to be cramped in my style, and we're trying to give ourselves a little bit of space just in case we need to cut these wires again. So I know, don't do this at home. This is actually really hard to do right now because I don't know where my pocket knife was. So cut away from yourself. Stay safe, children. Oh, and do not crimp your fingers. In this GFCI, we have 1 negative, 1 positive, and 1 ground. But this one is made for safety. So since this outlet is designed to protect other outlets along its chain, it has a protection ground for every outlet that is installed thereafter. So the ones that are connecting to this one just have the negative and positive wires connected. So we're going to strip our existing wires. We have our load, negative and ground coming in. I'm going to strip these wires. And this is a 14 gauge wire that I'm using here. You can use 12 to 16 in some cases, just depending on what product you're using. Okay, take that off. Alright, and enough to... My goal is to fit the whole thing inside of our wire connectors. Okay, I love getting that in one try. I hate having to go back and do it again. Okay, so we're going to have... Let's see, I'm going to cut this just a little bit more to give us a little bit more wiggle room. Actually, we can probably do this. Okay, so it's going to be faced this way, so it'll be coming in like this from the bottom. I wonder if we could fold this over. See what I'm doing? I'm folding it. Folding that. And I'm folding that in just to make an easier connection here so I don't have to bend these that are coming in. So let's see, the first one in every daisy chain. I'm just doing the ones to the left. Hold on. See, they're all kind of made to be on the inside. Yeah. That's clean. That's a clean connection right there. Tug on them to make sure that they're secure, because one of the first outlets that I installed, it actually wasn't very secure. Okay, so these feel great. Okay, so now we have a neat installation here.